Okie dokie. I've got that done. Maybe. Come on, Instagram. I know. There we go. There we go. Right. Let's go ahead. I've got a cute one today. This is gonna be 3, 2, 1. That'd actually be about perfect for the layout. Hi, Bacon. I am cooking up a new webcomic. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Just trying to get this out before I forget everything. All right, so oh, this is gonna have to be a little smaller. because I need room for their text, their dialogue. And that's going to be about right here. All right. So if I've seen like a bunch of these little short form videos and longer form videos. There's actually one specific account, Michael Boyd or something like that. He does all of this videography and photography of seals. And, you know, he's had a couple of viral videos that talk about the movement of seals kind of over land. It's an awkward sort of jaunty motion that they're kind of undulating over the land, and it's called galumphing. And I thought it would be really cute for the floofs to be watching something, learn about galumphing, and then try to do it themselves. And then Granny Bear and Boop could be sort of casual but intrigued observers and say, I don't know what's going on, but it looks kind of fun. And Boop is like, yeah, I kind of want to try it. But something along those lines, which I have a happy floof in here. He made it to the water. I might have to make this smaller or cut it into a 2-frame. I might cut it into a 2-frame square seamless swipe. That might be good. But I think it would be a cute, fun comic. So I'm going to get going with that. I've got the setup is Floof is watching the video. He's getting the idea, and then he's explaining it to his friends, and they go about kind of galumphing and figuring it out. And, you know, they've got all the sound effects over here, and then we see them making it to the ocean. All right, so let's save that there. And I did manage to turn on live chat, so I can renewal. What domain? Okay, I'll have to make sure I do that. Got a coconut over here that's very sweet. He's half on her heating pad and half off of it. Alright, so let's do let's make my title. Let's see. I might actually tie my hair up today. Let's just do that because it's kind of unruly right now. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. Now I'm all sorted. Sounds like you get in. Yes, I do. Really, you know, anywhere. I've gotten. Oh, big stretch. Got her toes out like that. Actually, there were several illustrations that I got composition, fully inspiration from like looking at pieces of slate tile. I could see kind of a composition and characters and shapes. And there are actually several of those that I used early on when I was doing my daily paints. But yeah, you can really find inspiration anywhere and everywhere if you just keep your eyes open to look for it. You'll find and see what you're looking for. I can walk in the park And, you know, there'll be a particularly, or even, you know, just seeing maybe story posts of people traveling. I'll see something interesting or an interesting scene or place, and that'll inspire a whole idea for maybe a comic or even just a standalone illustration. Darn it. Hey, Clint! Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day today. Darn it. I have holes this time. Let's see. What are our encouraging phrases, a pep talk in every drop? What do we got today? Oh, this one's bold. Tough is your middle name. Take charge and mean it. It's yours for the taking. Keep your chin up. I like this one. Flex your can-do muscle. That's kind of one of my favorites. Don't waste a precious minute. All very good. And I think that, yeah, I can't really. The rest of these I don't even have a little bit. Let's go wrap up. All right, let's go. Have that blowing everywhere. Whoop. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I need to come down here and move that little edge back. We're gonna spin to win. Earn it. Having issues today. All right, let's group, center, and then I'm gonna just hit these two. I'm gonna drop you. You guys can come over here and be a little bigger. And then we'll jump out of this. And I'm gonna center you and center you. And then we're gonna ungroup all of you. There we go. All of my frames are set. All right. I need some seal reference. Actually, I'm pretty sure what I wanna seal galumphing. Seals have short front flippers and unrotatable rear flipper. So it's kind of like a flat whale tail. Aquarium of the Pacific, let's see. They have to ungulate their bodies. Ah, I found. I thought that was right. So this one has a, they said ungulate instead of undulate. The D was set to a G. The ungulate is actually a hoofed animal. Or a hooved animal. Undulate is like that. I think I can do the go down and up. they kind of put their chest down and they use their little flippers, which is kind of what floofs have. I think I can manage that. All right. I think I can manage that. All right, so I'm going to be right back. I need to go do something real quick, and then I will get started on drawing. There'll be a couple of little BRBs here, but let me do this real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. I just need a second. I'll probably be about 10-ish minutes. I'll keep my eye on the time. And I'll BRB again. What's my point size? One thing I was thinking about, speaking of getting ideas and inspiration, this is something I've long admonished myself for not doing, is setting kind of and I did actually have a schedule of this at one point in time, but of course, if you don't, put in the work to maintain it, then even the best habits will be broken. So I need to get back into a writing habit for my webcomics. What I'm going to do is just draw it across the bottom and erase, because Floof is watching TV. But yeah, I really maybe make it on a Sunday, or just some day where I sit down and make it in my schedule to just write. And I had at one point a pretty good habit of doing maybe not an idea, well, sometimes it was a word dump, sometimes it was an idea dump, but just kind of like sitting down and writing, and not always, ideas or storylines or anything like that, or even finished panel ideas like I do right before a comic. But just kind of doing those brain dumps where you kind of get all your ideas out and on paper and remember them in case you might forget, which often I do. I used to do that, got out of the habit, and now I'm back to desperately searching for a comic right before I have to stream or right before it's due, and I don't want to do that anymore. It's ridiculous. I just need to be more disciplined and just make the time to sit down and do it. I've been thinking more and more, I've got a couple ideas for longer form kind of story lines that I could do, and one is a mystery series. Hey Sharon, welcome to the stream. Galumph with big mouth, yes. I gotta get the face in the, just bring it up on my phone. Feel Galumph. The other little flippers are forward. I kind of have I've got a cute kind of puppy nose. Gosh, that's like a loaf of a seal. I got a good idea on how to draw this one. To elongate this nose a little bit. Actually, I could probably do something like that, but I need to get this a little bit more shapely. Don't have them there, all their whiskers are here. That whisker is a little bit awkward to draw. Tip the body up a little bit to show him kind of wiggle wumping. They have little hooks on their fins, I think. Yeah, because the head is more like with the nose, like that. Like that. More like that. And then they've got the big body. And then good couple of angles here. The flippers kind of go back like that. And their back flipper is down. So graceful in the water. It's kind of funny to see the difference. All right. There's a good one. They do have little kind of claws. That's an earlet. Okay. And so their nose is kind of like a triangle like this. With the long kind of lots of whiskies. I'll keep this picture. That shows the foot. All right. I think that's good enough. Let's just... get another one, like maybe a baby here. I've got a BRB just 1 second again. Alrighty, I am back. Oh, Bean. Uh-oh. Gotta turn on your thing. Alright. Go. Alright, so galumphine seals. Actually, I think most of this is done. I've got my little references here. I don't want that whiskey, I just want these whiskeys. Put that out here, I'm gonna put this over here. Put that there in case I need it, which I don't think I do. Let's go back in here. And let's get this. I like the gesture of this, but I might kind of turn that little flipper more like this. Like kind of like that. I need to adjust this belly a little bit. Okay. There we go. Galumph, galumph, galumph. I gotta do the sound effects now. All right. Smaller, and then I'm gonna round it out here. Galumph, galumph, galumph. Let's do it this. They're gonna galumph down the hill. Galumph, galumph, galumph. All right. So now let's jump out of that group, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop some of this Sandy Hillside down. Let's just make it a little, oops. A little more. There. I think I'll have like different, I think I'll examine the motion a little bit more deliberately with the floofs when they try it here. So I'll have like some going like this and some like undulating like that. I'm like just trying their best and having a good time. So I think that's good on that one. Alright, let's move over here. And this floof is absolutely smitten with the idea. He says, that looks amazing. I gotta try it too. It's like that. Maybe I should make like a smaller mouth. Oh, I kind of like the smaller mouth because that's like, wow. It's more like, wow. Of course, I could always just put his paws over his mouth, like, oh my goodness. Maybe I'll move his eyes up a little bit, like. Now, do I want to put more sound effects? Galump, 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 galump. Or maybe just leave it at the floof. The kakoi. Speak Japanese, or do they speak Japanese? Hit these. don't know, I kind of like the expression better in, let me just move you guys down. It's appropriately just a little bit kind of joyfully vacant, I guess. All right, now he's gonna go tell his friends. We gotta do this thing. A little bit more. Over just a bit. Smidge. Guys, we gotta do this. It looks so fun. Let's get a little bit of a better gesture in here. I need to curve his back a little bit. I need to give this group a little more booty. There we go. Let me see if I can't get this. I think the mouth is good. The eyes are a little not good. Awesome thing that we can do. Just picking the funniest things to make stories about and spread the word about. But his friends love it anyway. Eyes right. Have to redraw this floof. Oh. Work is abysmal, just having, oh, I hope it gets better. Is it pretty warm there today? I don't know if I want to draw a floof at this angle. A little point on the nose. And the point should be yeah, this is looking weird. This is looking weird. All right, let's just flush this. Easier. I think I'll have to go over here and because he is watching the floof. God bless. Stop. There we go. You can't see the speech bubble. It would be kind of fun if you could, but you can't. Alright, so now to make Floof's Galumph, which I'll save. And they must do this in the most majestic way possible, which is going to probably be easier said than done. So we've got them down the hill. They're kind of glumphing their way all the way to the beach. All right, here we go, here we go. So we've got to, I've got to adjust. So Floofs have kind of similar body types. They've got a very round body. Maybe he needs to be looking down. Almost there. I made this a little too big. I need to adjust some things here. So the motion is they kind of, it's almost like a inchworm, kind of. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to make a Floof Galumph. gonna have them kind of have them galumphing onto like the beachy area over here. So maybe I'll just have like little tufts of grass in here and just kind of like some beach. Doing well too, D. They've got their chests down, and they kind of do the tail up like that. It's kind of like now I'm kind of stuck. Do I want to show narration, you know, like a little TV box, watch it, or something along the lines of seals joyfully undulating down the dunes to the sea, or galumphing as it's called. Galumph. So we have that little bit of narration to clear up if you have no idea what this is. I've never seen anything like that, and you can now understand why the floof is enamored with it. I think I might need to do, I feel like I'm telling, but I'm also showing, but I feel like I kind of need it. Yeah, I need to position these ears. I kind of want this floose to be very carefully draw this so it makes sense. The more I'm thinking about this idea, I don't know if it's a good one, but I thought it was a really cute idea. And I think the grass might be flattened where that floof has galumphed over it. Or maybe not. I'm sorry. Hello. Good morning. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Some belly scratches too. Some warm belly scratches. We had her tongue sticking out too. Little blip. Another little blip. I feel like this is really tight and needs to open up some. I feel like that's hard to read. There we go, that's a little better. Sheesh. So this is going to be, I'm going to take this out and have a little TV narration going on, just kind of with the, you know, a different sort of there we go. I'm gonna make this bubble a little bit thinner and less prominent as the rest of it to kind of reinforce that this is sound coming from the TV. And I'm going to float this up a little more because I don't want to, there. I think I'll just go ahead and get rid of the top of the TV because we got the bottom of the TV here, and I'd rather have that little bit of narration going to tell you what's going on here if you've never heard of galumphing before. Because I honestly didn't know about it until I saw that little video, and I thought it was hilarious. I want to bring this to a point. There we go. Let's make that a little smoother. There we go. Not quite what I'm looking for, but it'll do. I think that'll communicate that this is the TV broadcast narration going on, I think. Let's make this one a little bit more smooth. That's good enough, I think. Come on now. I would like to get rid of those and this. There we go. That's all I want to get rid of. Let's select the whole thing and group. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change how this is broken up. I'm going to move one word back up. Can I bring it all in? I don't know if that'll work. Actually, it looks better the other way I had it. Alright, whatever. If I want to change it later, I will. So many souls undulating joyfully down the sand to the sea, or galumphing, as they call it. And I'm gonna make this. Oh. Well. Boop, boop. We'll just boop it up one. Alright, this one can go forward, and we're going to group this section. And now I can come in here and erase this so you can see the TV narration. And I'm going to make sure that little edge is good. Alright, now we're good. Alright, that works. One thing I do need to get rid of is my rough baby seal sketch. There we go. Alright. Spamming of seals is undulating joyfully down the sand to the sea, or galumphing, as they call it. Galump, galump, galump. When he sees it, and he's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And let's go ahead and add some hearts in with all the galumphs. And then he runs to tell his friends, guys, we gotta do this. Oh, guys, we gotta do it. And they go to the sea and they start galumphing. And then this is gonna be where the sea peeks out over here, and I need to save. And then the last frame will be Granny Bear and Boop observing this and being like, know what this is, but we gotta try it. Alright, so glump, 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 glump. Okay, so I think I get stuck in the trap of not being confident in my illustration skills and ability to show as opposed to tell, but I feel like this kind of is needed. because it's not that common of a term, but it's a cute idea. I want to make sure that the joke survives and it's not like ridiculous. He's going to be over here, just in the distance. And then GB and Boop are going to be observing, and GB's going to say, I don't know what they're doing, but it looks kind of fun. And Boop says, I want to try it. I might try it or something like that. I haven't decided on their bit of banter yet, but they're going to be although it kind of would be funny if Boop says that, because she can't really undulate because she has a solid exoskeleton. So maybe she'll say, I wish I could try it. I don't know. Do I want to have a floof kind of breaching like a whale over here? Like, woo! Free Willy. You can have one like this. Kind of carving little troughs in the sand. Idea. I think it's cute. Kind of want the joyful pose. But they're fully on the sand now, so maybe I'll do a little I think this will work better if I keep the sand a little airy and don't completely line everything in. I'll draw this breaching floof. So majestic. Majestic pose. I kind of want to put so majestic. I need it to be smaller though, because I want it to be kind of like a whisper on the wind. I feel like this needs to be cursive. All right, and let me get this guy in here, and then I'll probably call the stream there. And let me put this up here, just draw this real quick. Alright, so let me, whoops. I'm gonna move all of this out. Scooch. And then let's drop this last thing into transparency. And I'm going to go in here and remove my rough sketches. Alright, and they're going to say, I don't know what they're doing, but it looks kind of fun. I wish I could try something like that. And I'll have the happy floofs in the water and these last two galumphing down the sand. But to recap, so the first frame is right here. We see a floof is watching TV, and the narration on the wildlife show says this family of seals is undulating joyfully down the sand of the sea, or galumphing as they call it. And you see him galump, galump, galump. And this floof is just enamored. He sees the galumphing and all the hearts. And so he rushes to his friends and is like, guys, we gotta do it. And they're like, oh my God, yes, we gotta do it. And so we have them galumphing down the grass to the beach, down the beach to the water. And then we have our innocent observers, Granny Bear and Boop, wondering what they're doing, but thinking it looks kind of fun. So I'll have that, and I believe I'll cut this up into a seamless swipe for Instagram, just to make it, you know, maybe a 1-2 beat joke at the end. You can see what they're saying, then you can see the floofs like just having a ball, and you know, the happy ones cheering the other ones on at the end. Something along those lines. So yeah, but anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to see how this comic ends up with a color, be sure to check out my either my website or any of my socials. New comics go live Tuesdays and Fridays. This Tuesday was an exception because I was working on book files, and I was on a roll and wanted to keep things going. So did that and got some good work done there, actually. Monday, that was when I skipped on that too. So anyway, so thank you so much for joining me. I will be back on Tuesday, and I am anticipating doing some initial composition on the booth reel, like putting all of the animated pieces that I've done already, trying to do a rough draft of what them all together would look like and start to get that sorted. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday, and I will see you next time.